These recent episodes of Fate Strange Fake has been really reminding me of Fate Zero and to an extent. Obviously, there's parallels with how Gilgamesh is treating, Tine and Kotomi no Kire about trying to make them indulge and realize their own desires and many other things. But one of the things I love in Fate Zero, especially in the beginning, is everybody pulling up just to say hello. It's not about trying to kill somebody. It's not trying to beat somebody. It's just an introduction. They pull up, they say hello, and then we measure up in terms of power scaling, right? And in Fate Strange Fake, it's been happening toward the last 4 episodes. Everyone pulls up, they say a little bit of something, and then it's hype aura farming, explaining their lore. And I love how in Fate, if you're not like locked into the stories, it's just like, this is gonna seem so bizarre to you, right? These dudes will be fighting and then immediately just start like dropping random fucking lore and backstories out of fucking nowhere. And Tine is like, Gilgamesh, I think has been taking L's. And I want to make a separate video about this. And the video title I think is gonna be called Why Gilgamesh from Fate is Actually Mahoraga from JJK. And the overall just like extent of this logic is, this guy I think is used as a litmus test. Gilgamesh is the king of heroes. His lore and prestige is too fucking high. He's the king of the kings. He's the king of heroes. And the problem with this is the king is now used as a test to see how worthy their opponents are. And the opponents are dealing with the king's arsenals quite well. It's almost like a game to see, are you worthy enough to take on Ea? I love how against Alcides, Gilgamesh refused to use Ea. He's like, nope, not gonna do it. Against, his friend though, right? His dear friend who didn't hesitate, right, to kill off because that was an illusion. When it comes to Enkidu, he will show off Ea as a form of respect. I like having Gilgamesh as a litmus test to see who is worthy, who is not, just to size up. So whenever he's taking these so-called L's, it's not really an L, but we have yet to see conclusively Gilgamesh really take a dub on anything. And that's kind of his character, and it's kind of like, not a flaw, but the consequences of being the king of heroes, in my opinion. Let's see what happens today.
君よ、よくお聞きなさい。君たちが打ち滅ぼす。君よ、だから叩かせるように。
What a start to today's episode. This is the Shota. Yeah, we saw like a little boy, right? Walking around Snowfield, this kid. These are children soldiers? As soon as they literally wake up, listen closely. What you need to do is eradicate are the ones who are trying to plunder from us. So they're immediately brainwashed to say, fight for your life. There's a bunch of evil people trying to kill us. What happened with the fucking face there? This isn't just random blood, like these vessels of blood shit. I wonder if this has anything to do with the world of, again, Fate Zero regarding like people like Kiritsugu, Maya, Kiritsugu's master, and how they were kind of like soldiers, just fighting on the front lines, doing stuff like that. So this is mom? Yo, I know that hairstyle. Yo, I know that hairstyle. What would Kiritsugu call her? Maya. Maya. Oh, that would be really cool. That would be so fucking cool if she was the mom and we're tying in more elements from other shows of Fate. Maybe. There's no way this is Kiritsugu's son, though. But they did fuck. If Maya is the mom, I don't know how the timeline works out, though. I don't know. I know that Kiritsugu had way more passionate sex with Maya compared to fucking, Airi, though. I'm just saying, whenever you see memes or like clips of like 2 couples making out in such passion and all the comments are like, ain't no way this is married couple. They always say they gotta be cheating. There's no way the love can be this passionate if it was just normie sex. What? What language is that? What language? Nah. You kind of like, that ain't any fucking language that I know. Spellcaster assassin with guns? Damn. I'm assuming that's one of his allies that's fallen in battle. For him to just walk over like that is fucking crazy. Same outfit. Same outfit. Yo, that's hell you're walking into. Yo, this kid is traumatized. I wouldn't say traumatized. He's like... he is the trauma. No reaction. Arara? Arararara? The Shota GG. We have Lolly Baba as Francesca. Remember last episode? The I think Francesca is also Caster instead of Moon Cancer the more I think about it. Based on like illusion weaving stuff. But this is in the opening. You see Francesca and this character 1-to-1.
いいことを教えてあげるよ。よっ、君ってうるさく言ってた魔術使いたち、みんな死んじゃったよ。
Okay.
痛いと思うならついておいで。あと君のお母さんも日本っていう国でもうとっくに。
I mean, what was that episode? That was the one where we had seemingly Ryder kill. No, that was Heidi in the Shabern, but that was also like an illusion of someone else. I think that was like Berserk. Who was it? I forget exactly who it was. I think it was Berserker like illusion. Yeah. But Maya did die. Maya did die. I will have you realize that Kiritsugu did not really react to Heidi's death, but he did react to Maya. Never forget that. I made an I explicitly remember in that reaction episode that I was like, there's no way. This is your real wife. Yeah, I know she's an Einsburn, that's her fucking purpose, but still, it's like, he didn't really seem to shed a tear or really care, but when it was Maya, he was like, oh, Maya! Oh, sorry, I paused too much. Restart. Restart! Technical issues. Let's go back. So like everyone is dead in his team. What flag is this? I'm very ignorant when it comes to world flags. France? What is Russia? Russia. White, blue, red, Russia. This is Russia. Okay. Serbia? That was Serbian? Sukbla! That was they speaking Russian? No, this is worse Russian than fucking Roshidere, bro. Come on. Suka. Fine, it's a fictional country, fine. Do it. He has nowhere else to go. Maybe Maya. I actually hope it is. That'd be so cool. What's his number? Agent 000000187. Nothing on the dog tag. I think that really matters though. Valdius? 20 hours before the canyon battle. Francesca. There it is. What's she eating? She got a lot. Look at that, bro. This is the way that I wish Shinobu was treated in Monogatari, man. Eating all the donuts that she wanted. Look at the amount of dessert she's getting. 20 hours before a canyon battle. More servants? That's right, because the ley lines are so weak that we create fake 6 servants to fake ritual catalyst on catalyst, now real ones. Sure. The Shoto will. She just wants content. Francesca just wants content no matter what. Faldius has taken in the Shota boy Francesca obviously allied with them. We've seen how close Francesca is with Orlando. Faldius is, I think, above Orlando. Faldius is pretty much like the feds, the FBI maybe equivalent. Orlando is like local police district in Snowfield. And the Shota's getting brought in. He also summoned that little puppet Hassan thing we just don't know yet. Can he summon his mom? I mean, if the mom was a heroic, I don't know how that works, but that'd be crazy, right? Okay.
私には必ず報告するように話したが、あらゆる願いを叶える手配に何を
Mom, right?
願いなどありません。信じる神もするのは日々の食事と安眠だけです。
That's so sad. This is like Denji and Chainsaw Man, except like more depressing because Denji is like at least like stupid and really happy. Look at the blackness in his eyes. It's just empty. All I desire are meals and good sleep each day. That's like basic human necessity just to get by. I think deep inside, his character development will be his desire for mom, right? I would imagine it's gonna be somehow mom related when he gets closer to the Grail. 18 hours for Canyon Battle. Canyon Battle is the event of last episode, I'm assuming.
意外でしたな少年とは。
He's the favorite to win?
少年に見えでしたが。
多分
if they fucked up the subs here and accidentally fumbled and typed F and D instead of F, again, the keys for D and F are right next to each other. Could you imagine? If I was the one from Crunchyroll side, you know, doing quality check on these subs, I think I would have changed it from fiddle to diddle intentionally. Fully aware that this would cause outrage and controversy and viral marketing towards the episode itself.
あんな少年とは。ああ、少年に見えるのは幼少期に肉
に生きられないんじゃないかな。
Damn.
ま、そんなこと気にする子じゃないけど。
それが。
He sounds like a person with like the desires of Denji, just base necessity, but with the lifespan of Aki from Chainsaw Man. Yo, how much fucking just treats is she eating? 5 pounds of Twisters. She is a sugar maniac. Also, this looks like she has a dick. I'm sorry. Francesca's panties. I think that's a bulge.
それが彼に触媒を用意しなかった理由ですか?
No catalyst.
聖杯にサーバントを選ばせたら一体何を引き寄せるのかな?
Finally. Remember, summoning without a catalyst. Then you're going to get something that basically like is a reflection of you. Right? That's why I was talking about flat summoning of like what was the catalyst there, right? When you have a catalyst, I think it's obviously more you're like it's like okay. It's like gacha terms. It's a specific featured banner. If you have a catalyst, you have a featured banner. There is a select choice. But when you don't have that, I mean, it's not really a non-feature, but it's more like, who are you, right? Oh, the flames here. That's nice. Look at the lamp. Look at the changes in the light and the line work here.
Sony 銀と鉄。礎に石と契約の対抗。
世界への願望もない。
No desires.
何かを残すつもりもない。
I think Gilgamesh should talk to this kid. He's kind of similar to Kirei in I don't know what I want.
何かを残すつもり。
This season is just gonna be Gilgamesh giving children just mentorship to realize what they want in real life.
ない。何かを残すつもりもない。そんな君だから聖杯はプロには何が来るんだろうね。
I hope he gets a MILF.
抑止の輪より来たれ。
Mama Raiko. This kid needs a mom. I know he's not just void, you know, I think it's a little bit performative. I know he's been, you know, fiddled with, but I refuse to believe there isn't that like nature of that boy inside. I think he needs to give me a MILF servant.
抑止の輪より来たれ。
Guardian of the Scales? Is that a ruler?
お前が聖杯戦争のマ
Is this a pirate? I don't know. You got like a peg leg. A grandpa. This is the character I think I confused with Zeltric in the opening animation, right? I saw an old man. I was like, hold on a second.
お前が聖覇気のない面だ。
Ambition.
俺は確かにお前を呼び出
No
したマスター
desire.
だ。
This ain't Blackbeard, right? The Blackbeard I know from Fate Grand Order is a fucking degenerate. I refuse to believe he grew up like this.
俺のことは船長と呼ぶ。
You're captain?
だが、それもすぐに意味はなく。小僧、勘違いしているようだな。
俺とだ。私たちは君が呼び出した英霊の影帽子に過ぎない。
Wait. More shadows of the heroic spirit. I don't get it. But instead of one servant, he has many? Bro, it's shadow of the heroic spirit, and there's many shadows of the one heroic spirit?
君に召喚されたわけじゃない。
誰だ。
私たちは君が呼び出した
英霊ではない。
No, what are you?
運が悪かったな、兄ちゃん。あんたも
どうしようもない苦難を召喚してしまった。
Okay.
でもね、
ママ
私たちはあなたに貫くランサーになることを。
Oh!
どういうこ
We
と
got a lancer! Oh no, oh no. You will become a lancer that pierces through. Oh, we're cooked. We're cooked. You don't want to be a lancer in the Fate series, bro. I haven't really seen a good Fate for lancers ever in the Fate series. Oh no.
私たちはあなたに期待しているのよ。あなたが全てを貫くラン
Reroll.
ランサーはあなたたちではないのか。
You're the lancer
冬
apparently,
季のシ
kid.
ステムそのままなら、本来。
では一体。
そうだな。が役目の番
A dragon?
人か。
You're the Watcher? Enkidu! I like that Enkidu realized there. I don't know if this is Enkidu reacting to him being watched though. You know what I mean? This could be just a coincidence. But if Enkidu is the only person that realizes he's being watched, that's a feat.
べきか。
He sees all. So he's not a lancer though. If this was regular Fuyuki Leyline's normal Grail War, it would have been a lancer. Yet it's a watcher. People are saying watcher is an extra class. So this is not a lancer class. And what he summoned is shadows of a heroic servant, where there's multiple forms of them. And bro also has like a heavenly dragon thing that is just watching everything. It's like a whale dragon the more I look at it. If I look at the mouth, right? Yo. Orlando has to rig up the entire city, breaching, you know, like privacy laws to stalk. And then all this kid has to do is do this. There's that one invincible meme, right? Look what they need to do to mimic a fraction of our power.
おっちゃとでも言うべきか。
Okay. This is the black guy from the opening, I think. That glass shard debris falling down into him descending is hype. Oh.
マズディロット、お前、ファミリーに何してる？
The family.
この程
You really say this is not Black Eye? Insufferable motherfuckers. Insufferable.
この程度の偽装で侵入できると重大な侮辱だ。
Mafia. Mr. Scradio.
まさかスパイ。
Huh.
片付けたら注意を受け取った。
Okay.
サーバントを召喚する。
So we got the Italian Mafia here, based off of stereotyping last names like Mr. Stradia. Okay. Alright, Mafia guy.
サーバントを召喚。
表向き
Vas-y to Kodere. Gabagool! Hey, forget about
と
it!
コーデリオン
Mexican? This is Spanish? This is Mexican cartel? Am I getting Mexico and Italy wrong? I don't know. This is, I feel like now I'm being racist. Like, you know, people that say, Chinese people, Japanese people all look alike. I feel like I'm doing the same shit right now.
バズ・ディロット・コーデリオン。表向きは産業廃棄物処理会社の社長。
So, Mr. Tony Soprano, what kind of business are you in? Waste management consultancy. It's an honest business. Waste management, you say? Could you please describe the context of the waste? Forget about it.
バズ・ディロット・コーデリオン。表向きは裏の顔は政府の一部と癒着している一大マフィア。
マフィア。
スクラディオファミリーの幹部。
125
件以上。
Make it 127 now, and that's the 125 is just known. Francesca's so cute, still eating snacks. Man, she should get diabetes, but this is an anime girl.
している一大マフィア。スクラディオファミリーの幹部。関与が疑われている殺所の服役で半年間に看守3名と受刑者26名が失踪。染め上げる。
Bro, fuck a jailbreak. He made the jail his own. What's the catalyst there? Looks like some kind of body.
半年間に看守3名と受刑者26名が失踪。刑務所内を私は今でも反対ですよ。
Look at them legs.
このような敵の多い男を出所させてまで制覇。
私が呼んだマスターはみんな似たようなもんだよ。
They're all crazy.
彼らはいかようにもバズ・ディロット・コーデリオンは話が別です。
What do they desire? This chaos?
何が起こると思う?
That's kind of hype that of all the people, you know, he's been compared to Francesca in terms of how they can't control them through the desires of the wish-granting grail. So he also, whatever moves him, I don't know. Is it just family above all? Is he just a ruthless killer? That's kind of hype.
コーデリオンは話が別です。
Francesca armpit vagina? The armgina. Sometimes people that know will actually make more detailed lining on the armpits. It's for a reason. Like the production staff at A1 Pictures, of course they know, right? But some studios, they don't know. They don't even try. But this right here, this is intentional.
ねえ、何が起こると思う？ことしてるのは高潔にして
A virtuous hero?
の大英雄。
Your Heracles, is that you? My gut instinct was Bazooka, but like not crashing out. What the fuck is this? Another one? Another one? Not Alcides. This is not Alcides though. How many Heracles do we spam the Berserk, spam the Hercules. What? Alcides is not Heracles, but in terms of the lore, you know, he kind of is like that same variant group. It's just, it's cool. Is it him though? It straight up could be Alcides though. Like, where's the chain? That is so cool. I don't know what's happening inside of his body, but like this, the lighting, the blood vessels, the lightning. Whoa, this is fucking sick. It's like each heartbeat. What?
こちらからも尋ねよう。ギリシャの英雄よ。闘争に勝つか。
Shit I do for free. Now, this guy though, is supposed to be unyielding justice, right? That's what Francesca said.
勝つためなら、幼子をその手にかけられるか。
You question my resolve?
試しているのか。我が出自を知ってと判断しようぞ。
Oh my god, bro. Look at the face off here. The hair just floating in the background too. It looks like there's somebody with the fan behind him. Regarding the killing of a child though, wasn't this directly mentioned the last episode versus Hippo? I forget exactly what the conversation was, but Alcides was supposed to have done something to fuck over Hippo, and there was also like a child being mentioned there. Clearly it is the Alcides lore.
試しているのか。我が出自を知っての物言いならば、命をかけ。俺の命はとうの昔に捨てている。
Damn!
浅はかな。
Dead man walking. Tozend. Okay, Mr. Mafia Man. He's got a lot of resolve. It's actually kind of scary. I wonder how his eyes turned out like that. Like, is he just a performative guy who like dyed his eyes? You know, there are people that can get like tattoos on their eyes and make it pitch black regarding like the white part. Yeah, I don't know.
唐の昔に捨てている浅はかな死には無意味霊視をもって命じる取り繕うな
Who are you really?
何よ必要なのは英雄人間としての猛襲だ
Bro should have just summoned Kiritsugu then. Bro should have summoned Archer.
目的のために手段を問わぬ
Any means
人間
necessary?
としての猛襲だ度量ではない
What?
重ねて霊視をもって命じ
You
る
got a lot of mana?
お前が見てきたに
This art style now kind of reminds me of like the black red aura we saw from Alcides last episode. Interesting. He's calling the bluff on this benevolent, just guy and saying, drop the facade. Who are you really?
時代の人間が持つ魔力の量ではない重ねて霊視をもって思い出せ
That's 2 command spells already.
私に近寄るな
俺と共に
Was the child that he potentially could have killed the son? Oto-san right here?
君は化け物じゃなくなる
The more I think about the lore of Hercules in the past, I don't really remember that much. I know that he fought against a bunch of people. I know that there was like a burning chariot at one point. But did he also like kill his son? Right? It's something like that. Like, very vaguely remembering. Like, did he crash out? For some reason, I remember the time when apparently his skin was all sticky. Like I forget what the context was, but like the shit on his clothing was so sticky he had to rip it off, and the skin was, and he went mad, and the burning in the chariot. Yeah, right?
私に近寄るな
俺と共にいる間だけ君は化け物じゃなくなるどうなってんだ
Let him cook.
重ねて命じる
All done. 3 commands. In Face Day Night Unlimited Blade Works, I thought it was beyond stupid that Rin and Shiro were wasting their fucking spells, right? On their fucking servants. Oh my god. This, though, is an investment. Nah, let him cook. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
重ねて命じる命じる
This is some JoJo's level of reaction from NPCs. What the fuck? These guys are fucking reacting with their lives on the line.
重ねて命じるこの魔術師
What are you?
止めねば
Nah. True nature.
本当に良かったのですか
What is the true nature of humans? That they're evil? It depends. Now we're going into Monogatari territory with, you know, what's my name? What's my goat's name, bro? Holy shit, it's been such a long time I forgot about him. Kaiki. Kaiki's ideology of the fundamental evil of how you're born, there is that natural sin and evil within you.
本当に良かったのですかあなたが
You brought her from Fuyuki.
だって
Oh.
だってずっと触ってるの嫌だからね
Mud? From Fuyuki. Oh, that's a cool symbol. I don't know what it's supposed to mean though.
よけ
He just wipes it off. He just wipes the blood off. Does this count as like Alter Berserker then? How does that work? Is it really that? Sorry, not Berserker. This is not a Berserker. This is an Avenger Archer class, but it's Heracles. So this is Alter Heracles. So in Heaven's Field, we have, what was it? We have Angry Mango contamination shit that's going on and creating like Salter. When Francesca's talking about the thing from Fuyuki, she's talking about the catalyst that was necessary to summon this guy. I'm just trying to think of how does this kind of play in with like the same alterfication of heroic servants back in Heaven's Field and here. Yeah, when he talks about the mud of the grail, I don't know.
余計なものを排除した気分はどうだ
I'm liberated.
戒めだもう二度と人の業が目に入とお前が俺のサーバントか
That's beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. Because this line is from Saber Artoria usually. But the context of it is, are you my master? For him to say, are you my servant? After wiping up the blood off of his fucking eyes. And I love the shading here. They have this very bold, dark, you know, shading line work as well as just coloring right here, right? Just to add more structure definition to his face. It is menacing. This guy's got aura. No, but everybody, they say that. But if you're really going to say this line, you ask an average Fate fan, where did you hear this? It's most popularized by Saber. To actually contest this and say King Artoria didn't popularize it, you might be the most insufferable fucking Fate-tard to ever exist. That's fucking crazy.
お前が俺のサーバント
Say it. Say it.
我が名はアルケイです聖杯の力をも駆逐する
Woo! Damn. The mud is the destruction after Fate Zero. Use that. Francesca picked up that. Use it as a catalyst to save this holy justice figure. 3 command spells to force him to confront the reality. Now he's Alcides. And in terms of the lore, he got done dirty by the gods, right? All the shit that he did in killing his family was because of the wrath of the gods. So his entire motivation is to kind of challenge that.
我が名はアルケイです神への復讐我が意味名を駆逐する
That's hype.
とはいえお前が神
Next up should be what? Hippo. So far, we got the Watcher guy. We got Alcides. We don't know how Hippo was summoned.
玉が入ったとはいえお前が神に連なる者たちを逃すとはな我が復讐のために利用されているに過ぎん
Sure.
しかし貴様の魔力の目も揺らぎすら感じなかった
This is after the fight.
一魔術師の魔力量ではない電池を使って
Okay. At least he's honest about it. I don't know. I thought he was going to say, like, I have basically, like, this is the mana from my mafioso family, and together through all the different legacies and lineages of a mafia family, we have consolidated into me, where I am the bearer of the family's mana. I don't know. I thought it'd go like that direction. Wait, I got batteries.
話だ電池を使っているかつ
Gariasta.
効率的に魔力を作り出すシステム
Creating magic energy.
それ上げたものだ
Okay.
人の命を逃げとした魔力炉か
Is this Medea stuff with Caster? We're actually covering Caster stuff. This is Apocrypha? Because like Medea also had like a way to utilize human beings, right? Yeah. And the blonde guy that she killed afterwards, yeah, she had like a better way of doing it. And the crystal, the lab kind of seems similar.
魔力炉かこの量ならば半日はいい
Okay.
これで半日かならば
We need more
数ヶ
sacrifices.
月は全これまでに何人をこのからくり仕掛けの逃げとした
Tell me, Alcides. Do you remember how many slices of bread you've eaten in your entire life?
戦い続けられるだろう貴様の逃げとした
That's a JoJo reference.
たったの24900
Oh, he counted them. Oh. This guy's a monster. He actually kept a record. He remembered the actual number. 5 digits. It's just 24,000. It rounded to 25. Hey, it's alright.
仕掛けの逃げとした何
It's just 25K.
よ当然だ全て
Remember what Faldius said regarding like the public records of like people that were killed by him or some shit, the family? What was it? Like 125? 127? Right? I said that's public. How many in secret? Scradio Mafioso.
スクラディオファミリーが巨大になるほど有効活用するべきだろう。
Okay.
小競り合いを止めてください。
It's fucking crazy. We just got infinite mafia backing. The bigger the mafia family grows, the more ops we have. I love how he like justifies the death by saying it's just natural. How we grow bigger, we're gonna have just more enemies. They just deserve to die. All right, Mr. Mafia Man. Bathroom break. I'm back. Let's go.
スクラディオファミリーが巨大になるほど敵は増える。どうせ消すなら。
小競り合いを止めてくださったのは感謝していますが。
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold up. Brain blast. So this Alcides guy wants to confront the gods for how he got done dirty when he was Heracles. And his entire thing is on behalf of human pride, human race, right? The humans will squander the gods. But like you're using human sacrifices right now to battle against the gods. Something about this feels a little hypocritical. Now, I think last episode too, I mentioned the fact that he is borrowing divine power to confront the gods itself is hypocrisy. And then someone said, no, there's actually some demonic aspect. We don't know if it's divine or demonic. Okay. So maybe this isn't hypocritical. Like the idea is sacrificing your own kind to confront the gods. You want to confront the gods, but you're actively harming your own. I don't think it needs to be that deep.
感謝していますが、手綱はしっかり握っていただかないと困ります。
That's crazy. Again, I would not expect anything less from A1 Pictures. Because they know game. They are the ones behind Sword Art Online. Who knows exactly if the production line is equivalent. But the fact that they would add in those little details of the bra poking out, they know, right? Again, this is what I say when I was looking at Francesca's armpits. These are very intentional attention to detail you should be looking at.
手綱はしっかり握っていただかないと困ります。
それって合衆
実際あなたは過去に2回ほど
Twice or so only? Yeah, how'd you survive?
私には理解でき
Whoa! Alright, Orlando's secretary or Fallius' secretary? Yo, there's a lot of secretaries that just fucking baddies in this show, huh? It's actually crazy.
私には理解できません。数十年経ったとはいえ、自分の存在を消そうとした政府と手を組むあなたの神経も
体を殺す
消されたと聞いていますが。
結構痛かったよ。
Wait. Government and Francesca.
再びあなたと手を組んだ政府の考えも、自分の存在を消そうとした政府と手を組む。
殺されることは私にとっては絶望でも何でもないし、ギャグンって言わせた人は。
That might be the thumbnail. She has no need for a physical body. She has transcended the human vessel. She has been beefing with the government before, but now they're working together for the sake of content. Francesca does not hold grudges. She just wants chaos. The fuck is this girl?
私にとっては絶望でも何でもないし、まあ私を殺した人は何人も。キシュアのご老体に強楽主義者のサンジェルマンは。
Yo, what's the references here? Who are these dudes? How significant are these names? Old man Kishore. Kishore Zeltric? Oh my fucking god. That's Zeltric's first name. He took her out? Damn, the power scaling right now is going kind of crazy. Like, this is some like... Zeltric I feel like is supposed to be on that like omnipotent level of like near godlike, right? Maybe not godlike per se, but just to say like he is not a regular human. This guy is like the Watcher right now, even though we have the Watcher as well, you know, in terms of Marvel stuff. Like, what the fuck? Saint Germain, who's that? Scar Red. Scar Red? We got like a baddie assassin, kind of like Kiritsugu's mentor. Toko. What's the name Toko from? Toko Aozaki. She's the one that get puffed for sure. Oh, yeah. Heaven's Feel. They went. There was some Karano Kyokai content, I think. Right. Okay. Wow. Okay, Red Scar Red. And the hedonistic to Saint Germain. But who's that one? Okay, so we got Zeltrick and we got Toko. Okay, we know those. Who's Germain? Who is Saint Germain? Have they ever been appeared in any of the Type Moon stuff that we've watched? Yeah, no shit, he's a guy from history. Do you know how ridiculous of an answer is when I ask you for the reference of certain Germain, you just say he's a guy from history, especially in a show like Fate? You can reduce that to anybody. You could literally say everyone is just a fucking guy from history. Scar Red. Wow. Okay. So cute. Mass reproduce Heaven's Feel. Right? No longer. Remember, magic and magecraft are very different things. The true magic, right, of Heaven's Feel. We want that shit. That Heaven's Feel is third magic, right? Whoa. Soundtrack is popping off. Just the checkpoint? What after? That's very interesting how we just had a conversation with Alkidus about the true nature of human beings, right? Now, the Mafioso guy did not really talk about what the true nature is, right, of humans, right? He said just confront it. And I talked about how Kaiki's true ideology of evil, but to Francesca is the foolishness to face that threshold. I kind of like that. I like that a lot. Basically, the idea of humanity is we are just simple monkeys that's stupid, but because of that stupidity and our desire for more, we're able to adapt and survive and you know, surpass the limits. That I actually love this self-awareness of the foolishness of human to face that threshold, because if you weren't foolish enough, you wouldn't even challenge that threshold. She wants to basically just commoditize Heaven's Feel, right? Well, that's just a checkpoint though. Magic that defines the limitation of humans. Magic for all. Kind of like Kenjaku and Jujutsu Kaisen, in how we want to basically just have everybody use curse energy, understand it, pop off. Let's just get everybody use magic and basically just survival of the fittest? Okay. Isn't this just Kenjaku? Like, the more I think about this, the more I realize that Francesca just wants people to have epic battles and duels and just have the power to do so. Don't limit it. Let's just open the floodgates. The eyes turn into hearts there if you look carefully. Francesca is just so adorable, but also kind of terrifying. Her, like, lolly aesthetic obviously kind of makes you put your guard down, but when she starts talking, the tone and aesthetics also kind of mismatch the overall goal and the desires of what she wants, and this chaotic like gap moe causes her to be a very menacing lolly. What? You could do that? What a call. This is kind of like me and Nicholas Light to a degree. Like, we both understand we can mutually benefit off of each other by making content off of each other like that, right? You know what I mean? But like, don't get it twisted, right? Like, we can work off of each other. Whoa! She kicked her butt. Yo, freaky ass command spells at the throat. Yo, the neck tattoo, the fucking neck. You know, we've seen that already before, the symbol. Enkidu, Gilgamesh, Richard. The Shoda? Okay, I thought they were the same person to an extent, as in they can't exist in the same room. But they can. They do operate independently.
そうそうおかえりなさいご主人様って迎えるとこじゃない
Isn't this where you welcome me with the welcome home master? But the Goshujin-sama here is not talking about master in Fate. I don't think the Shota is a master and Francesca is the servant.
おかえりなさいご主人
I think it's the same voice actor, yeah.
だってだってご主だってご主だってご主だってご主人だってご主人だってご主人様は
This episode is just a highlight reel of Francesca Cunny scenes that can get clipped and go viral. Get on that shit. Get on that shit right now.
だってご主人様は私だもんそれにあれは悪魔だし
そうだけどさ、
Okay.
見せ物としては悪くなかったでしょ。
私も生で見たかった英雄王様の怒った顔
Gilgamesh crashing out.
だよ僕。
魂を死ぬか私
They are the same person. Me. She split her soul into two separate vessels, one Shota, one Lolly?
この聖杯戦争を勝ち抜か私
このフランソワ・プレラーティが
Oh.
清杯を勝ち取ると誓おう
嘘だけどね。
Wow. Oh, the direction of that scene is insane. The creepy Francesca Hiroki Sano soundtrack is fucking killer. It's not explosive, right? It's kind of like menacing, cold, eerie, but it has that same Sawano like beat to it, the rhythm. It's really nice. That ending part there where the flowers turn into claps and then say psych and then the scream of the voices. The direction of this scene is fucking unreal. So Francesca is the master and Francois is the servant. I mean, she said, I'm gonna send my servant, and this is the Spellweaver. And the Spellweaver just fucking did the spell weaving shit to change the illusion part. But Francesca is Francois, and Francois is Francesca. This is kind of similar to Unlimited Blade Works to an extent in the way that Emi is Shiro, right? But they're like they're like locked in. Like it's different because Archer and Shiro, very different yet same, but here it's like very same and aware.
さあさあ、まだ幕は開けたばかりだよ僕。
魂勝ち抜か
Fair and square.
このフランソワ・プレラーティが清く正しい栄光を誓おう。だけどね。
The screams, man.
お前たちは聖杯戦
I bet this kid doesn't even eat actual food and only eats protein bars and other things just for sustenance. I don't think this kid's even had like a homemade meal ever in his life. Based on his lack of any desire and he just wants just the shelter and food to just get by and him just eating whatever this is, I bet you he's just off of war rations and he probably thinks he doesn't need anything else.
つまりお前たちは聖杯戦争を客観的に観測で君が呼んだ存在がだけどね
The whale dragon.
いわゆるエクストラがランサーになると
You would have been Lancer,
一
but
眠りして改めて考
no.
えても納得で
I don't get how he would have been Lancer, but he's the master, but the master is the Lancer, but it's an extra. I don't get it.
俺がランサーになるとは一眠りして改めて考えても納得できないてる君はなかなかだと思うよ
Yeah, it's a child soldier. The sweat on his face, be like, he knows like you are fucked up, kid.
僕らはエクストラクラスとは少し違う君自身
The master
ウォッチャ
is?
ーはそのための障壁にして見張り台だ
Watcher is the barrier. The watchtower back at Lord Elmeloy shit. Watcher is the barrier on the watchtower. No. Sorry, no. This is not Elmeloy shit. No. That's the clock tower. This is watchtower. barrier and watchtower for that to happen.
ための障壁にして見張り台だ。
Okay.
人間がランサーになるなんておかしな話だろ。
あまりに逸脱しすぎているよ。本来呼ばれるはずのないものがさらに引き寄せられるだろう。
That's why it's called Fate Strange Fake. I don't know. I got no clue. Basically, the kid is the master, but he's gonna be the Lancer class soon. And the dragon thing is the barrier and the watchtower for it to happen. Sure, okay, he's gonna be a Lancer, he's gonna get unlucky.
逸脱しすぎているよ。本来呼ばれるはずのないものが互いに呼び寄せ合いだろう。
Sure, poor kid. It's the daughter with the death. Why is dad and mom fucking ore farming in the picture? Bro, it's a family portrait. Relax. Smile a little. What the fuck is this? They trying to act like they're part of a gang in the picture, bro. It's a family portrait.
あの両親
Damn. Cause they're delusioned. They're at the family diner thinking they're eating dinner with their kid. It's like manga Sharingan shit, right?
椿ちゃん大丈夫よ私は絶対に見捨てないこれはタトゥー
Ooh, don't touch that. You saw. Look at the shadow. Look at the bird shadow dropping on the blonde girl's head right there. Okay, the death is here.
これはタトゥーこんなのあったかしら
この
It's the same
鳥さ
bird?
んもあなたが出してくれたの？
Pull this bird out? Oh, the voice. Eldritch Nightmare combo with Lolly. And I don't think the Eldritch Nightmare is doing this out of evil. I think he wants to like help out the girl. But the way that it does it, hey, you brought the bird here? I love it. All right, let's bring more animals here. But in doing so, they're all just kind of dying. You see the pupil changing, the light in its eyes going away? You can see the spots on the skin too.
ねえ、真っ黒さん。
Mr. Black.
いなくならないよね。
I don't think there's anyone left to disappear at this rate if you keep asking Mr. Black. Why does this feel like a Ghibli movie? In terms of the pairing. I'm not saying Mr. Totoro, but like... look at him just like looking at the sunset, this big, dark, shadowy figure.
誰もここからいなくならないよね。誰もここからいなくならないよね。
It's so creepy when the girl's voice is mirrored in a different distorted voice, because this is the way that it's understanding it, right? There is... No, I don't think it's talking. So the interpretation here is that this thing is mirroring the Lolly's voice. I don't think so. I think this is the direction of it trying to understand the girl, but thinking in its own head, but it's in a distorted way to highlight that it is listening and hearing, but it's pitched differently to, again, highlight the Eldritch Cosmic Horror Nightmare. That's my interpretation. There are 3 lines here circling around. I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything, but kind of remind me of Jujutsu Kaisen with, you know, Yaga's secret of 3 souls in compatibility looking at each other to create the autonomous, you know, cursed corpse.
誰もここからいなくならないよね。
ごめんなさい。
Flat?
はい、ありがとうございます。
I think Flat could make friends with Mr. Black though. Flat, I need it to happen. I want Flat to be confronted by that fucking Mr. Shadow, Mr. Black. Let's see it.
あ、では。俺のせいで。
Shoutouts to
君が
Waver.
死を慕う理由がよく分かった。彼は優秀な魔術の話も鑑みるなら、魔術師としても一流なので
Yeah?
あろう。
Lord
も
Elmaloy?
ちろんです。
Someone's watching?
どうしたマスター。
Someone's watching?
何を言っている。霧などどこにも。
バーサーカーさん、これ少しまずいかもしれません。
He knew. Yo, Jack the Ripper can't tell the fog. He mentioned the fog last episode too. Clearly it's alluding to Mr. Black. Yo.
何を言っている。霧などどこにも。
バーサーカーさん、これ少しまずいかもしれません。全部すっぽり包まれてますよ。
Dude, it's a veil, man. He can see it. Because why? Because Mr. Black is trying to help the little girl. No one will go missing ever again, right? No one can go missing if he just constricts this location and seals it down. Did Francesca not even realize this either? Trials? Bro has no name. He literally has no name. He's literally just, hey, your soldier number is 76 or something. 67. 76. Trials. You become somebody? He's gonna evolve into Lancer. This almost sounds like he is about to become a hero. He is though. I mean, that's what they say. He's gonna become a Lancer. But in terms of like, the trials are literally tests and he overcomes them, he will become a heroic servant. Oh. Never submit to God. Rage against it though. Hey, Zabanya, you're back. She got sent away by Jester at the end of like episode 2 or 3, right? She back just like, she's just been, what do we say? Send her to like the point of Earth that's farthest away. So isn't it literally the other side of the planet? So she ran? She ran the entire time? I saw the bare feet. I saw the bare feet. Maybe. Chill, chill. No, you should not bring up her master. Red flags. Huh? Yo, this is actually hype, how old man just guiding the kid. It's, you know, it's like a video game. You have like an ultimate assist just guiding you, telling you intel. Huh. Zabanya! Oh, Richard! Barehanded. I know we got a new ending. Wait. Okay. Why is Ayaka and Richard here though? What the hell do we even know? What were they even doing? They were fucking around last episode after the band stuff, and then they were talking about, you know, I'm not a master, and you know, I'll tell you my real name if you are really a master. We talked about the noble phantasm, about, you know, the you know, his, what's it called, Robin Hood-esque friend, the crossbow belt guy, like the soul share, like bringing a soul in, and then the other noble phantasm, we don't know. The fuck? They're just here? Chance? Lucky? I don't know. This episode felt kind of like episode 0 and 1 in how we're introducing a new batch of masters and servants. I think it was masterful, no pun intended, in how they handled the fake out of, hey, there's 6 servants, what's going on? Oh, psych, we actually have 7 more coming in. Last episode, we obviously showed off some of those new servants fighting against Gilgamesh, but now this is like the context of how they were summoned. So I think this kid probably is Maya's son, if there is going to be any connections to Fate Zero. And looking at the silhouette of the mother, this is Maya's hairstyle. Is it a coincidence? If it is, they're fucking trolling. If it's not, I love the connections to the other Fate series. Fate Zero is still one of my favorite of them all. Francesca loves the sweets. This kid is apparently going to turn into a Lancer. So a kid who has no name, no desire, no nothing, summons something without any catalyst. Means that like his reflection of nothingness will be represented, but it's like, what? We are a watcher, extra class. There is this whale dragon thing observing the city, and it acts as a barrier and a watchtower for the process of him to turn into a heroic servant Lancer. I don't think Lancer is something you want to be because it's unlucky as fuck, but okay. Then we have Alcides' summoning, which is fucking crazy because the Mafia guy literally uses 3 command spells, gets rid of them all to confront Heracles into becoming Alcides, right? Someone that rejects the gods because they want to basically have human pride, and the way that Heracles was done dirty by the gods, this version is that defies the gods. Bro is kind of a fraud, but not really. All the magic energy is coming from the experiments that we've seen before in Unlimited Blade Works regarding Castor Medea's, you know, and the shitty Nepo billionaire guy, remember the blonde guy? And then Francesca lore, still don't really know what Francesca's is. There's a lot of really cool references though to the previous series, right? Little Easter eggs, for example, Scar Red, right? Toka, Kara no Kyoka, if you've seen Heaven's Feel, the way that Shiro is able to get his body back, it's kind of like that. And then there was the Saint Germanium or something we don't really know about, but it's really cool to see, like, she is a character who has been around for a long time, hopping from one vessel to another. She basically summoned herself too as a caster. Francois, Francesca, Pirelli, it's crazy. It's crazy. So if you're able to summon yourself as a servant, again, you need to be in that heroic servant territory. So Francois in the past, in this lifetime, must have been something fucking else, huh? Amazing scene here. So much lolly fan service today, but the applause turning into flames, holy shit, the direction here was fucking cracked. And then this is the part where they're talking about the Lancer stuff. Finally, we're getting the Eldritch Nightmare, Mr. Black paired up with the lolly. I think that this thing simply wants to take care of the girl, right? I think that they don't want to harm the girl, but it's like a monkey's paw thing where it is still like an Eldritch Nightmare. And the way that it goes on to grants the wishes, it's like terrifying. It's out of love, but it's the outcome is like, what the fuck? Flat's also the only person that sees the fog, the veil being lifted down. No other person can see it. Only Flat can see this shit. That's insane, man. And then, I don't know why Ayaka's here, bro. I don't know why Ayaka's here, but hopefully we can make some sense of this shit next episode. That's it for me. If you're still here, though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlists for more content. And until next time, take care.